Monday, July 24th, 2220.
It's our 3-month anniversary today.
That's mad. I feel like I've been coming here for years.
How are you?
What do you think?
You have more energy, you appear more content with your life now than you did 3 months ago. But only you can tell how you are feeling. I can't do that for you.
I know, and I wish I could tell, but I'm not sure anymore.
Is this some sort of therapy?
You remember nothing of what happened before the coma. You're not sure you want to remember. I think you do. Do you agree with that, Zoe?
Yes.
And potentially lose everything I've built here? I'm not sure that's a risk I want to take. I feel there's something I need to remember, something very important, something I need to do. But if it comes back to me, what will happen to my life? I'm not sure I can take losing everything all over again.
But yes, we need to remember.
And potentially lose everything I've built here. I guess it's a risk I'll have to take. I know there's something I need to remember, something I'm supposed to be doing. It's always at the back of my mind. It's hard to focus, hard to sleep. Until I figure that out, I can't find peace.
Yeah.
I can't move on. I do. I can't stand feeling there's something I need to remember. Something's nagging at me, something important. I have no idea. So I have to find out.
I understand, okay. Let's see if we can do an exercise. Jog your memory. What is the last thing you do remember?
Dropping out of uni, moving back in with Dad. Feeling listless, powerless. I'd lost faith in myself, in everyone around me. I'd broken up with Reza.
And then something did happen.
Losing real
Be
fate.
careful what you wish for, right? Reza vanishing. Me going after him, trying to track him down. I ended up in Newport. I have memories of sneaking into a house filled with drug addicts. I remember being in a safe place and connecting to a dream machine, but that's where it ends.
And before that? Before leaving Casablanca?
Dad was going away. I was throwing a party. Then Reza asked me to pick up a package. That's what set it all in motion. That and the static.
Do you remember what that turned out to be?
After I woke up, they filled in the blanks. Apparently it was some sort of glitch or virus, rogue code infecting the worldwide wire. Someone at Waticorp was using the dream machine to read people's minds. Someone I'd met.
Kavanagh.
Damien Kavanagh. That's right.
No.
The man behind it all. The perpetrator of the conspiracy.
Damien wasn't that.
He'd put some sort of worm into the code, turning the dream machine into a mind-controlling tool affecting millions.
No.
At least that's what they say.
Dear. Oh
He
dear.
recorded a confession before he...
Was killed.
He didn't want to rot away in a jail for the rest of his life, but at least he came clean. Absolved his employer of any wrongdoing.
Oh
Meaning?
dear. Damien,
In what way?
Damien.
Oh, forget it. Like I said, I don't remember him. I don't remember any of it.
You like Damien.
All I know is they poisoned my mind. Inserted false memories. Nothing I saw or experienced was real. The little girl on the screens, the other
The other world.
It was real.
Arcadia. Another colourful figment of their imagination. A synthetic dream.
And you still remember nothing of going to Japan? Breaking into Waticorp?
Nope. I exposed a global conspiracy and all they gave me was a lousy coma. Aside from you, Reza, and my dad, no one even knows I was involved. Reza kept me out of his exposé, thank God. And even he doesn't know what really happened during the week I was gone. Maybe my friend Olivia knew something, but she passed away.
Oh, she passed
You
away
feel
too.
responsible.
I went off playing teen detective and people got hurt.
You're worried something else happened to you.
I can't do anything about it, so I should just not think about it. But if I do start to remember, Will I like what I find? I mean, it's a week of my life. Gone. Vanished.
Have you used a dream machine yet? It's becoming a disease, an addiction. I'm concerned about what these lucid, perfect dreams are doing to us. And you were connected to a prototype. There's no way to predict how that may have affected you. Have you spoken with Gabrielle yet?
No, I'm not ready to discuss my dad. We don't talk. He rented out the house, moved to Mumbai. We're estranged.
That's perfectly fine. What do you want to talk about?
Is the new series of Eurotrash a valid topic?
Why not?
But intriguing. There's a lot of things that have happened, and that's the way Dream Machine was able to be
Our
kept
time is almost up.
up.
That's fine. I'm working today.
How's that going?
Really good. I enjoy it. A lot.
I'm glad to hear that. You weren't so sure a month ago.
I'm learning a lot. Neural programming, artificial intelligence. I'm not sure I want to keep working in a shop for the rest of my life, but it helps me feel closer to Liv. Olivia, you know? Honoring her memory. Not in a self-sacrificing way. I want to do this. I like working with Mira and Wit. For now. And with the voluntary campaign work, I feel I contribute in other ways, too.
You're keeping yourself busy and motivated. You've come a long way since we first met.
Thank you, Dr. Zelenka.
Roman, please. Same time next week?
Definitely. Thanks, Roman.
Take care, Zoe.
New journal entry. Yay. I like they're having a new journal entry. Ooh, there's a lot of stuff now. Alright, let's start from the start. Let's start from the start. Okay. Tuesday, April 4th. Awake. Alive. Amnesiac. But yeah, there was some sort of a little bit of a disconnect, at least with some of the lines didn't show up or some stuff that she still said, which is a bit weird. Not sure if that is relatively normal or if it's just in my game files or some stuff, but shame, but not too serious, can still understand English. But yeah, awake, alive, amnesiac. Doctor told me to keep a journal, said it might help me deal with not remembering. Because this might be temporary, but it might also be permanent. A full year lost. So, journal. Dictating voice to text. Expect some rambling. How to begin? So, voice to text straight up. That would be a different type of a journal, definitely, than writing a journal. How to begin? Hello, diary. Hello, dear reader of my diary. No, I'm the only one who could be reading. I made sure of this. All the inscriptions, and I'm certain I'll never read this because awkward. No matter. This is about the process of recording my thoughts, my days, my life, the days of my life. This is about remembering. So, key points. Been awake for a few days now, still in bed most of the time, but tracks and implants and robotic appendages are helping make this a rapid recovery, a rapid physical recovery. Getting used to food. Food is lovely. They bring me the food and I eat the food, all of the food, and I eat all day. Weight gain will not be a problem. Dad wants me to join him in Mumbai. There's nothing for me here in Casablanca. An empty apartment, painful memories. I can't stay here. But live with Dad? After all the things. As for my memories, not a whole lot of those, not since before the full ordeal, but that filled in a few of the gaps when I woke up. Reza vanished. I went searching for him. I discovered the Vaticorp Dream Machine Project's last conspiracy, the story Reza was chasing. I also found out that my mother was involved, except I didn't know she was my mother. Also, I didn't know my mother was alive. Also, she put me in a coma. Summary. Went off after investigative journalist ex-boyfriend on ceiling rescue mission, discovered corporate plot to control people's dreams, found out my father's been lying to me all my life and that my mother isn't dead. In short, I thwarted a global conspiracy and in return Mommy Dearest injected me with an experimental drug. It's a sordid story. I could probably sell it for 1 billion yuan. But hey, bonus. I saved the world. Made some tasty lemonade from those pesky lemons. No, following Dad to Mumbai is not an option. I'll have to do this on my own now. Without Dad. Without a safety net. Without memories. I'm Zoe Castillo. Awake, alive, and amnesiac. Monday, April 10th. Dear Diary, etc., etc. 1 week. On my feet and feeling fine. Scary how quickly you can get over being in a coma for a year with the help of modern science. I barely have had bed sores. So what now? Reza and I are talking about getting together again and I've been thinking. He's living in Aeropolis. I'm rootless. No roots. I can go anywhere. It doesn't matter. I'm starting a new life. I get to pick where to begin. Yes, relationship. I work fast. Is this a good thing? It feels like it could be. Reza visited me almost every day when I was sick. He never stopped talking to me. He was the first thing I saw when I woke up. Okay, yes, so we broke up because it wasn't working, but that was before. This is after, and I'm different. We both are. We both turned the page, become a new chapter. It is a good thing. I think I will join Reza in Aeropolis. Why not? It will be an adventure. So I assume we are in Aeropolis right now, and this is indeed where we are talking to the doctor and trying to start our life, and maybe we are indeed living with Reza, or at least we meet Reza a lot. So again, the question is Reza still actually completely himself? Because I doubt it is quite that simple considering everything, really. Well, continuation. Friday, April 14th. I've decided to cut off contact with Dad, at least for now. This may turn out to be a bad idea, but I'm angry and disappointed. I can't forgive him for keeping so many secrets from me for so many years. Telling me my mother was dead when she so clearly wasn't. Even if she was an evil bitch, and she is, and even if she ended up trying to kill me, and she did. That's not something you do to your own child. You don't lie. Not about that shit. I hope these feelings will pass. Or maybe hope isn't the right word. I'll keep an open mind. But for now, and for the foreseeable future, he will not be a part of my life. My life right now is all about getting back on my feet. Emotionally, I'm walking just fine. And moving to Aeropolis to live with Reza. That's enough. For now. So you do indeed live with Reza. Monday, April 17th. Tomorrow. Tomorrow, bye-bye Casablanca. Hello, Aeropolis. Aeropolis. That's so European. I've barely been to Europe. Not a huge fan. Rampart poverty, crime, pollution, awful food. And yet that's where I'm going. Aeropolis. Break District. Provost. That was an easy choice since that's where Reza's working. Yes, he's still in the hand that feeds, still an investigative journalist, still taking the full saving the world thing seriously. I love him. I still don't know what I'll be doing once I get to Aeropolis aside from playing house with Reza. When I woke up, I knew I didn't want to go back to school to continue my bioengineering degree. It was crystal clear to me. Like, I'd had that whole argument in my head while I was in the coma and it was settled. That's fine. I'm not going to fight it. I'm just curious why my mind was set. It was odd. Saturday, April 22nd. Iris. Capital letters, please. I hate Aeropolis. Thank you. Back to lowercase. 5 reasons I hate Aeropolis. There's no sun? None. But hey, There's an enjoyable rain. I like rain. Why don't you like rain? Why do you just like sun? It's always raining. Always. There's no vegetation, no trees, no plants, no grass, none. Now that is a problem. No trees, no plants, no grass, nothing like that. Just a big city. That is a problem. They claim to speak English, but it's littered with slang words like moss and bleh. I don't understand half of what they're saying. Did I mention there's no sun? Fuck this. But, oh, it's fantastic and I love it. So, contradictions. You are full of them. I'm starting a new chapter. I'm putting the past behind me. I'm growing up. I'm no longer defined by who I was or what I did or didn't do before the coma. That's why I love it. We've already found a place super close to Reza's office and we're moving in Monday or Tuesday. Of course, we haven't actually seen the place outside of the simulation, but I'm sure it's perfect. It can be a hellhole and it still be perfect. It doesn't matter how I feel about Aeropolis or about the apartment or about not having a job or about being shit scared because I am here now and this is the beginning of a new story for me. None of that matters. Monday, April 24th. I started therapy today. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, that is this like a therapy. Dr. Roman Zelenka, psychotherapist. Good head of hair, dark suede. Reza found him. He came recommended from someone at the hand. He's nice. I like him. There is chemistry. I can talk to him. He didn't push me or any of my very large buttons. Of course, it's all therapy, smoke and mirrors, but I don't mind. If I don't see strings being pulled, I don't care. Also, it's 5 minutes walk from home. Convenient. On that note, I do need to start working out. The food is pretty awesome here in Propast. So you now actually do like the food. I'm still not quite sure what therapy is going to do. Help me remember. I do want to remember. How much and how fast, I don't know yet. I'll take things as they come, I guess. I'm adaptable. Adaptable? So yeah. Tomorrow I start looking around for something locally. A job where I can use at least of a few of my skills or my head. Failing that, my body and no, that doesn't sound right at all. No, it doesn't. I'd prefer something in tech, but I'm not picky. Whatever comes my way, I'll manage. Thursday, April 27th. So here are 3 facts about our tiny flat in the Sonnersheim Plaza Terraces. 1. It's tiny. It's the size of a bedroom in Casablanca if you didn't include the balcony. 2. It smells weird. 3. The window looks straight into a brick wall with neon signs on it. But I love it. We have our own place. I couldn't wish for anything more. I feel liberated. I feel like myself again. Well, sort of. Or forgetful, amnesiac self. Half Zoe. But a better half. Sunday, April 30th, 2220. Project Find a Friend, or 5, has begun. It sounds so desperate, but I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to try and build a life for myself here, and part of that is having friends, right? The lady with the food cart outside Dr. Zelenka's office is one of my projects. She's really weird and a bit too intense, but I like her. Nella, was it? Yes, Nella. She's on my list. My list of candidates. Friends candidates. If anyone ever finds out about this list, I will have to kill them. Sally's on the list too. Sally's a friend, but he's also Reza's best friend, so I can't hijack him and make him my best friend. Also, I'm starting to think Sally might have a teeniest crush on me. He's sweet though. A true mensch. Well, that was easy. I have a job, I think. I was in a Chinese market, what they call the pricks, because pricks. Browsing for tea when my iris popped up with a notification about a job posting just a few blocks away. Trainee neural engineer wanted ASAP. Unreasonable long hours. Shit pay. Contact Myra at the Pandemonium. I don't know. I found that intriguing. The place, Pandemonium, looked shady from the outside and even shadier from the inside, and Mira turned out to be incredibly offensive, but something about her reminded me of my friend Liv. Also, the job sounds interesting. It's a trainee position and I'll have to do a ton of non-neural programming stuff like deliveries and bot assembly, but I think I'll learn a lot, and it's a complete left turn for me, something completely different, which is good. At the same time, it's also like I'm following in Liv's Olivia DeMarco's footsteps, honoring her memory. She was always trying to teach me, and she kept asking me to start working for her. Of course, back then I lacked the motivation and drive, but now I want to learn. I want to do something with my life. I don't know if this is it, but it's something. We'll see where it goes. Mira didn't really confirm whether I got the job or not, but she also said to stop by at 9 o'clock tomorrow, so yes, we'll see how that plays out, I guess. Her partner, Vit, didn't say a word when I was there, and Mira kept on insulting him, but it didn't look like it bothered him at all. He seems like a gentle giant, but is he mute? He didn't even look at me once. I'm not sure I get him yet. He is huge though. Massive. A mountain. Thursday, June 15, 2220. I knew I wouldn't be able to keep updating my journal on a regular basis. I'm so unpredictable and busy. Busy me, busy. So an update. Yoga for my mind. And exercising memory. Here goes. 1. Aeropolis is growing on me. Okay, yes, the flat is awful, the ventilation system rarely works, yes, it's hot, it smells weird, there's no sunlight and people talk funny, but I like the energy, I like the diversity. Casablanca was like London. Beautiful, safe, prosperous. All shiny metal and glass and polished stone, but never particularly exciting. It's exciting here, and there's history in these streets. Filthy, stinky, crumpled, fading history. But history. There are art galleries and cinemas and 1,000 million food carts. I had a pierogi for lunch and it was delicious. Sure, there are seedy sex clubs, illegal game emporiums and people urinating on the streets. But at least it's genuine urination with gusto. 2. I like my job. Weird, I know, I'm not using my education at all and I'm starting on the floor, below the floor, in the sub-basement, but that's sort of refreshing, liberating, I'm learning a lot. I feel like I'm actually evolving. Maybe in 6 months, a year, I can use my newfound skills to get a good job. But for now, I like this. 3. I've gone political, so that's pretty weird, I guess. When did Zoe ever care about politics? I hear people say inside their heads, which means I can also read minds now. Awesome! But I both do and don't. Let me explain. Dear Diary, I'm now volunteering for a political campaign. I was browsing the wire, looking for things to do locally, and there it was. An ad for a voluntary position assisting the Lia Uminsky campaign. Uminska is the mayoral candidate for Unity, the European Social Democratic Party. Hey, I thought that's the thing to do, which could also be rewarding and interesting. I read up on Unity's agenda and Umniska's track record, figured they were probably the party I'd vote for, if I voted, which I haven't, and sending my application. The next day I met Baruti. Baruti is great, more about him later. And 30 minutes later I was a volunteer with a mission. I was political. So why? It's like waking from a slumber, I guess. Or, hey, maybe a coma. Before all the things I lived in a protected bubble. I was spoiled, I was bored, I was aimless. I didn't care. But going through what I went through, losing everything and everyone, moving to a new city, It's given me perspective, if nothing else. And even if I'm still not a very political person, I do see the need for change to happen. Here. Everywhere. Also, meeting Paruti and seeing his engagement and passion, that's infectious. It must be amazing to care as much as he does, to sacrifice and work hard to achieve something for the greater good. I want that. I want to be able to feel that way. And the Social Democrats seem like the only ones who won't do any more harm to Europolis. How's that for idealism? As for Project Find a Friend, I'm not doing a very good job. Here are my candidates. A. Nella, of Nella Bites, Food Cart Lady, Marxist, Firecracker, very loud and energetic, better in small doses. I can tolerate having lunch with her and maybe watching an old movie, not a sleepover, or a day of shopping, or a night of drinking. B. Sully. Love Sully. Sully is the best, but he's Reza's friend and he likes me just a tiny bit too much for us to just hang out on our own without it feeling maybe a teensy bit awkward. He's still awesome. Best guy. C. Paruti. Campaign manager guy. Yeah, maybe. He makes me smile and I have lots of fun working with him. For him. But he's my boss and we're very different. We can be friendly. We can have drinks and talk about the campaign of Aeropolis or food. But that's as far as it goes. D. Mira? Meet? Question marks? Yeah, no. E. Reza? This is a depressing list. Well, you can try to find some other people as well. Sunday, July 23rd. I can't believe it's not sand. I read they used important space rocks that are pulverized, processed, exposed to radiation to hay. Irony. Remove radiation, and then they use that to make fake peaches. That's intriguing. Why not just use sand or earth rocks? Are space rocks so much better than earth rocks? That's a very good question. I have no idea. Anyway, we're not in Aeropolis anymore. Tuto! Trieste is exactly how I mentioned. Okay, so we are not in Aeropolis anymore. But in Trieste. It's exactly how I mentioned Trieste would be like. Filled with Aeropolitan escapism, the smoke and fog, and heat and rain and pollution in order to risk skin cancer on fake beaches while eating food that's a lot worse than the food in Propass in hotels made of plastic polymers. Also, swimming is out of the question. You really need to wear a hazmat suit to go swimming in the Mediterranean these days. That's quite sad. This is a far cry from the pristine beaches of Camps Bay or Nagora or even Zanzibar. And now I miss Africa. But this trip wasn't about all that. It was about getting away and being together and strengthening our relationship. It's been a bit rocky lately. Or I guess we live in Europolis, but we were having a trip into that place. Okay. Strengthening our relationship. It's been a bit rocky lately. It's been tough on Reza to have me in his space, and tough on me to jump straight from year-long coma to a relationship. Tough all around. There have been moments when I've thought, was this a good choice? Did I really think it through? Can I deal with the consequences? I think one thing that you could have considered, I guess we could say, is that maybe you two could have lived in the same city, but not necessarily straight away move together, because that's a lot of more strain than maybe you two should have right away. You being in a coma for a long time, he used to be living alone and all this, so probably not the best choice to move together in that sense, at the very least. But of course, if the money is an issue, then it's a logical choice. So yeah, we needed this. We need more of this. We're both so busy and preoccupied in Propass that we sometimes get on each other's nerves. Here, we have been able to relax, find peace, and have lots and lots of awesome sex. I am still worried. I'm worried that we'll grow apart again. I'm worried that my instincts were right the first time around, that Reza's a good friend more than he is a partner. I'm worried, but I leave the worry now for another day while I focus on soaking up these last few rays of wonderful sun. And I'm worried that he's not truly the Reza that he used to be. Also, can't complain about the sex. Sunday night, an update. It's really late and I have to be up really early. Reza's in the shower and I'm lying here in a bed staring up into the ceiling, thinking. It was such a hassle getting back into Probust. There are eye checkpoints everywhere now, and you need to show papers just to move between sectors, which is insane. So we waited in line for almost an hour and then we started arguing and suddenly all the good vibes from the weekend vanished and I felt like crying. It got better afterwards. We made up, but I can't help but feel there's something off. Like we have started down different paths and right now those paths are parallel, but soon they'll diverge and then... Here's Reza now. I think I'm overreacting. I'm so tired and grumpy and... Good night. Yeah, well... Definitely problems. Monday, July 24, 2220 is this today, probably. Yeah, 3 months in therapy. Still batshit crazy. Hello. I'm not complaining, the dog's doing a good job, probably. My head's a mess, I've lost over a year of memories, but I'm getting better-ish. And I do want to remember. That's probably a step in the right direction, right? At least there's that. Anyway, I've spent enough time in my head today. No more psychotherapy. Dear diary, let's move forward and focus on the present. Alright, so that is all of our journal notes thus far, and we shall be investigating this place more next time around, but for now we shall be living here with Zoe and continue here next time with Dreamfall Chapters. I hope you enjoyed, and I shall see you next time with some more Dreamfall Chapters. So see you then, bye bye.